The boy was actually the only son of the richest man, but he claimed to the outside world that he was an orphan. As a result, he was constantly bullied by other students at school. That day, the boy was once again surrounded by several classmates asking for protection money. At the same time, his billionaire father happened to pass by. Unexpectedly, the boy not only did not ask his father for help, he even told the classmates that he did not know him. As expected, the boy was beaten up again. It turned out that 12 years ago, the billionaire had poured all his energy into his business and neglected his wife and child at home. One day, the wife was taking their feverish son to the hospital. Unfortunately, they had a serious car accident. With her last ounce of strength, the woman called her husband's phone, but the man was too engrossed in work to answer. It was only when he saw the news about the accident on his phone that he realized the missed call from his wife had been a cry for help. In the end, the woman passed away, and the son blamed his father's neglect for her death, holding a grudge for 12 long years. One day, the billionaire discovered on the dark web that someone had posted a 100 million reward to find his son. To protect his son, he hid his identity and took a job at the school cafeteria as a lunch server. When the son came to get lunch, he was shocked to see him there. The father quickly said he was just working there and served his son a generous plate of food. Suddenly, he noticed wounds on his son's hand, but the son coldly said it was none of his business. When the father served extra food, it drew the disapproval of the cafeteria manager, who angrily pushed the father aside and fired him on the spot. The billionaire could no longer endure. He threw out a black card with a 500,000 limit and decided to serve the food himself, but the manager did not believe him, mocking him publicly as just a poor worker. Just then, a man in a suit walked in. The manager immediately tried to flatter him. That man was actually the billionaire's assistant. Seeing the assistant bow respectfully to the billionaire, the manager froze in shock, insisting that the billionaire was just a cafeteria worker. But as soon as he finished speaking, the assistant slapped him across the face. The billionaire then announced that the cafeteria had been privatized. He was extremely dissatisfied with the food quality and demanded immediate reform. The assistant promised that everything would be fixed within an hour. The manager turned pale with fear. As the billionaire was about to leave the cafeteria, he accidentally saw his son being choked by some classmates. At the same time, the boy also spotted his father, so he pretended to be friendly with those classmates. Seeing this, the billionaire left without interfering. Little did he know, the boy acted that way because he did not want his father involved. The boy kept claiming to be an orphan, which made him an easy target for bullies. One of the bullies relied on his father being the vice principal and bullied the boy even more ruthlessly. Luckily, the homeroom teacher appeared just in time and temporarily saved the boy. Meanwhile, the billionaire kept thinking about the wounds on his son's hand and the scene of him being choked, so he quickly ordered his assistant to investigate his son's situation at school. The next day, the boy happily went to school to pick up his admission letter, but he was intercepted by the bullies and told to meet them in a back alley. Realizing that he could not find his admission letter anywhere, the boy instantly understood it was the bullies' trap. He turned and headed for the alley, where the bullies had been waiting for him for a long time, and they began to beat him up.